Thank you. All right, everybody. Mr. Photon is hosting us today for this week's CTT, April the 7th, 2025. Mr. Reality is here. He's with us in audience. Still not feeling well, but we are so glad you're here, Mr. Reality, and we hope that you are back in about 2 to 3 weeks' time. As always, I like to give you guys information that we come across over the weekend, and we're Senor Manifestor, hello, Senor. I know you're listening down there. Senor Manifestor was at it again. I mean, he's on a roll. And the question was, you know, he is so dedicated. Let me give you a little bit of background first. He is so dedicated to manifesting, okay? And he's been doing this for 15 years. He's read all the books, he's listened to all the lectures, done all the meditations, done the vision boards, done everything that he's supposed to be doing with regards to manifesting. And if you could mute them, please, Photon, thank you. Sorry, you got to stay on top of that. So with everything with regards to manifesting, and it's the time aspect, right? Like, how much time are we supposed to be putting into trying to manifest? And what we got, because we're asking the universe about manifesting, universe, please look upon me favorably and give me my manifestation. We decided to tap into the universal consciousness. And so we started asking questions. And the questions that we were asking were basically, why are you not rewarding us? Why do you keep breadcrumbing us? Remember, we did a whole CTT session with the group where the universe was breadcrumbing us, okay? And we said we got to stop the breadcrumbing, but why does it do this to us? Well, because the way the system works is, basically the universal consciousness, and I'm going to try and put this as concise as possible without waffling on, but I could talk for probably an hour on this subject. But what the universal consciousness came back with was like, hey, you know what? Your individual lifetime and your individual survival, it means nothing. So what we are trying to manifest are things to make our survival here in the here and now currently easier, right? Because we're trying to manifest material things, most of us material things, in order to make our survival easier. The universe doesn't care about that. Why doesn't the universe care about that? Well, because that's not how the system works. The system is basically a deficit-based system, okay? So what does this mean? It means that you, as an energy producing being, from the inception of the soul, okay, once you were given a soul, you were, and we also found out, hey, do you want to be part of this cool collective? Yeah, okay, here you go. Now you're a manufactured soul. You've been cut from source. You're a manufactured soul. And from the inception of that soul, you have been putting in energy to the universal consciousness, okay? And often at least 100%, if not more. Some souls give 110%. You know that saying, 110%, right? And what do we get back? On a percentage basis, we are lucky if the universe gives us back 30%. Okay? That's a deficit. And the reason it runs in a deficit is so that it makes the system competitive. We found that out yesterday. We did another CTT session further on from what we learned Saturday. And yesterday, our lovely hairdresser, hi hairdresser, I know you're listening, who taught us about doing CTT in front of mirrors, right? Makes it more powerful. We are so grateful for that. So we did two follow-on sessions. We sort of questioned it on Saturday following Senior Manifestor's thing, and we got, why Why do we want to be part of this collective consciousness? Well, because that's what we originally signed up to do. We're not here, basically, we are physically here as individuals, right? Subjective, but that's not the reason for us being here in total. The total reason for us being here is to be part of this universal consciousness, right? This collective. And this collective has to run at a deficit. And because it runs at a deficit, what it does is you're putting in 100%, and it's breaking down little pieces of that 100%, and it's dishing it out, little crumbs here and there to others, right? Because if you run at a deficit, the system keeps moving, it's motivated, it keeps running properly, where it keeps us ambitious, it makes us try, excuse me, and it keeps the souls keen. Okay, look at somebody. You can compare this with somebody who has like a bank account. Okay, if you know that all your bills are going to be paid each month, and you are comfortable, and you are, you can buy whatever you want, whatever you need, maybe nothing extravagant, but whatever you need, right? Are you going to go work? Probably not. Probably not. You may volunteer, you may do things that you enjoy, you may work a little bit to go get out of the house just to socialize with people, but the reality is you're not going to work, okay? Most of us. So that's why you have to think of it as the same as the universal consciousness, right? If you're putting in 100% and you're getting 100% positive return on that energy back from the universe, well, what are you going to be? You're going to be very comfortable, right? You're not going to have struggle. You're not going to have hardship. You're not going to have emotions. And don't forget, it's the emotional energy that feeds the system. Okay? That's what keeps the system going. That's what makes the energy go back and forth, light to dark, dark to light. Here we go. And we're keeping it moving, right? We all know this. And we're putting this into the system, and then the system, when we're asking for positive things, we're getting breadcrumbs. Why? Because it keeps us keen. It's like getting your paycheck in your bank account, and you're like, okay, now I got to pay the electricity, and I got to pay the water, and I got to pay the house, and I got to pay for food, and I got to pay for this, and it's doing the same thing, right? We're crumbing all the bills, right? It goes in, it breadcrumbs out. But what it doesn't do, it doesn't reward us 100% positive energy of what we put into the system. Well, why doesn't it do that? Why isn't it, because it has to run on this deficit. And the fact that we have no idea how these things are run, right? We didn't know this until this weekend. So when we're sitting there begging for things for survival, that's not what the job of the universal collective conscious is. That job it has is to keep the energy moving and sustain itself, right? As a consciousness, and to keep moving, right? Got to keep moving, got to keep growing, got to, withstand the test of time, got to beat the dark, right? So individually, when we're saying universe, we're not here, nobody's listening, right? Or maybe they are listening a little bit, and you're getting a little bit here and there. And the only reason you're getting a little bit here and there actually is because you've scheduled that in your timeline here and now on the earth plane. Okay. And we found that before, that if we haven't put these things in, most of all on our life plan, well, guess what's not going to happen? We're spinning our wheels. Okay. So this is what we've come up with. And I know this is very difficult, and I know it's hard to wrap your head around, and I had to think about it for a very long time. But as a soul, there's one thing that we know we can do, okay? Because we are cut from source. Source can program energy, and so can we. That's why the souls are so important, okay? We can reprogram energy. So what do you want us to do, Liz? Well, let me tell you, I'm so excited. We're going to easily and joyfully manifest the optimum ability to reprogram 80% of any and all energy my soul has ever contributed to the universal consciousness energy and reward myself in this lifetime with optimum continuous financial gains starting now. What do you guys think about that? This is like a big bombshell moment. I just love it. It's a truth bomb moment. I just think this is so fabulous what we came up with. Do you guys like that? Amen. Mr. Photon, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's good. Sounds good.
Awesome. Because this is why it doesn't care, right? And but what we can do is we can reprogram the energy, our energy that our soul has put into this system since our inception. Okay, just remember, you've got to change your thinking that, hey, I deserve this. Why? Because, hey, you want to be part of a collective? Yeah, sure. We didn't have any knowledge at that point. We just thought, yeah, this sounds great. We're going to be part of this collective. The universal consciousness holds all the knowledge, right? That's why we have the mind wipe. That's why we don't have a clue what we're doing. We don't get any guidance, any insights. It's a pay as you go system, right? Or it's a learn as you go system, and we're just learning and struggling, and we're limping through, and we're getting beaten and battered after the lifetimes, and the system is designed for suffering, and the reason it's designed for suffering, as we know, is to make that energy back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Okay, did we know that when we signed up? No, we did not. Therefore, we are now choosing to reprogram everything that we've put in. 80%, we'll still leave them 20%, okay? Because we're not going to crash the system, right? But what we're gonna, we'll still participate. We don't mind participating as long as we know we can now reward ourselves. We're not going to reprogram the energy that other people have put in, other souls. Why? Because that creates a negative karmic deficit for you. Okay, so you never do that. You only work on the energy that you as a soul have put in. All right, so that's where we're headed. Again, I always have to say, thanks for being here. Thank you, Mr. Photon, for hosting. If you are prone to seizure activity, you do not do the CTT. I don't care how much you want to. Don't do it. Okay. One question that came through recently was, Liz, can I just say the words or do I have to tap? Yeah, you can say the words, but what tapping actually does, it's releasing energy. It's putting more energy out there. That physical motion of tapping is putting the energy into the system, right? And as we're saying things, we're reprogramming. Okay, we're letting go of the bad, we're bringing in the good. Okay. So don't do it if you are prone to seizures. Once we open, do not leave until close. Even if we get a tornado coming through here today, folks, I'm not going anywhere. But if we do lose power, then you lose me. You'll just have to keep carrying on and get somebody to close quickly. I don't think we're going to have a tornado come through, but it's looking pretty grim outside. All right, so let's go ahead and open. We're going to open, and we are, once we start this part, guys, do not leave, okay? If you have to leave, you need to quickly go into another video, find the ending, do your closing, and then you're good. But if you leave without closing, oh my God, right? Bad things can happen. All right, so where you should be is where Mr. Photon is, and we are going to go ahead and open. Let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There's a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
an optimum etheric pyramid,
an optimum etheric pyramid,
as well as
as well as
an optimum etheric Faraday cage,
an optimum etheric Faraday cage,
for the empowerment and protection of each one of us.
for the empowerment and protection of each one of us.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
All right, let's keep rocking and rolling. Again, if you're new here today, drop your questions in the chat. Everybody's friendly. They will more than happily help you and answer your questions. All right, so let's go for treasures. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There's a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest,
easily and joyfully manifest,
the optimum ability to see,
the optimum ability to see,
recognize,
recognize,
use, and enjoy
use, and enjoy
the treasures in and all around us.
the treasures in and all around us.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Okay, and just to remind you all what we're going to do today, you'll have to, this is not a one-hit wonder, folks. Okay, it's not a band from the 80s that had one-hit song and that was it. Okay, this is something you'll have to work on frequently. You should do this as part of your 369, because if you think about all the energy you've put in since your soul's inception, and you think you're going to reprogram all that energy with one tapping round, oh no, not going to happen. So it's something you all can practice at home. And you don't need to do the let go and heal thing. What you'll do is you'll just stick to the manifestation. All right. And the last part, which is the optimum activation of all of our spiritual helpers and divine teams. So we're responsible with the energy. All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There's a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
the optimum activation
the optimum activation
of all of our spiritual helpers and divine teams.
of all of our spiritual helpers and divine teams.
They will immediately take away any and all negative energy.
They will immediately take away any and all negative energy.
They will immediately transport it into the spirit world.
They will immediately transport it into the spirit world.
And they will transmute it into white light positive karma.
And they will transmute it into white light positive karma.
And put it back into the universe.
And put it back into the universe.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us and them now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us and them now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission.
Healing information, permission.
And deep relief now.
And deep relief now.
So let's all take a deep breath. And on this deep breath, I like to just tell them thank you for being here, showing up, helping us. George is here as well. He's just blown you all a kiss. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it. It is done.
All right, so let me copy and paste. I'm getting like, I keep telling everybody, I'm getting high tech now. Somebody told me, Liz, you could just copy and paste everything and put it in the chat. Easily and joyfully manifest. This is your manifestations. If you guys want to work on 369, okay? Easily and joyfully manifest the optimum ability to reprogram 80% of any and all energy my soul has ever contributed to the universal consciousness energy, and to reward myself in this lifetime with optimum continuous financial gains starting now. All right? Why do we say in this lifetime? Because you could reward yourself, but it could be 10 lifetimes from now when you finally get the message and your soul says, you know what? Maybe being poor doesn't help me out so well. Right? Maybe it's not the most optimum lesson. And 10 lifetimes from now, maybe you won't be poor, right? Hopefully, God, we won't be poor in the next one. But you know what I'm saying? Like it's just so ridiculous that we think that poverty has merit as far as life lessons. There are many other life lessons out there to be had other than poverty. All right, Mr. Photon, are you ready?
I am ready.
Awesome. You're great. All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There's a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
the optimum ability
the optimum ability
to reprogram
to reprogram
80%
80%
of any and all energy
of 80 of any and all energy
my soul
my soul
has ever contributed
has ever contributed
to the universal consciousness energy,
to the universal consciousness energy,
and to reward myself
and to reward myself
in this lifetime
in this lifetime
with optimum continuous,
with optimum continuous,
and I know Mr. Reality saying continual, optimum continuous financial gain starting now.
optimal continual financial gain starting now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
A part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's all take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
All right, Mr. Photon, what did you get?
Some sort of heart that's malfunctioning.
Ooh, yeah. Flying solo may not be the best way, right? But we're not saying to the universal consciousness that we are completely on our own here. We are still contributing. That's why we said 80%, right? We're willing to put the 20% in. Now, also, the other thing we've come up with, and I didn't add it in, but you have to be mindful of this. And this also has to be part of the 369 method, which is when you do receive your manifestations, you are also willing to put a small percentage of that to others that are here, other souls that are suffering here on the earth plane. Now, does that, like tithing? Exactly. Thank you. And does that mean that, we're just handing money away? No, no. I'll tell you, most of you know, my big thing is I would like to have a CTT school and a big charitable fund so that anybody who needs CTT sessions can just get a session. They don't ever have to worry about paying for it. We can learn it. We can hold workshops. We can do all sorts of stuff. That would be my charitable contribution, right? Now, the other thing that we know also is saying that you have just say a crypto wallet or investment account or your bank account, right? You have that, and I'm going to take a small percentage of that out of the account and give it to charity. What we do know, and this is from one of our ladies in the group, that every time she has a separate dedicated wallet or a separate dedicated account to charity, whatever she's trying to manifest comes into fruition because it's separate. So she'll put equal amounts in, not saying you have to follow her, right? I'm just telling you what she does. She has equal amounts. So if she puts $50 in one account, she'll put $50 in her charitable account. And guess what? Bam, whatever crypto or whatever she's buying, it goes to the moon. Okay. So that whole thing of, yeah, I'm going to take a percentage out of my account doesn't work or doesn't seem to work as well as having a separate account for charity. Just letting you all know that. Of course, you have to do what you have to do. Okay. So yes, I got flying solo may not be the best idea because at some point we will need to rely on the collective. And I can understand why that's coming back in that way, because what about when our energy is really low and we need something from the universe and it throws us a crumb or two? Okay. And I understand that. But if we reprogram all the energy that we've contributed, I'm saying now to the universal consciousness that if we reprogram all the energy that we have contributed, or 80% of that energy, we don't need any breadcrumbs from you. Okay. If you want to give us some breadcrumbs, we'll take it, but we're taking care of us. All right. So let's keep going. Of course, if you get something, drop it in the chat. Let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to. We've lost Mr. Photon.
Sorry, I was
Let
on
go
mute.
and
I was on
heal.
mute. There's a part of us, there's a part of all of us that knows how to let go and heal.
This idea
This idea
and this belief system
and this belief system
that we need the collective to take care of us,
that we need the collective to take care of us,
that we cannot reprogram the energetic contributions.
that we cannot reprogram the energetic contributions.
We are going against the grain.
We are going against the grain.
We're causing the system to malfunction.
We're causing the system to malfunction.
We're not allowed to take this knowledge with us.
We're not allowed to take this knowledge with us.
This is not what our soul was designed for.
This is not what our soul is designed.
It was designed to fit in with the system,
It was designed to fit in with the system,
not override it.
not override it.
Anything else?
No one will do it for us.
No one will do it for us. Yeah, that's the truth. What else?
Chat.
Anything else?
No.
No? Okay. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
The part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's all take a deep breath. I just got a really sharp pain in my left arm. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
What did you get, Mr. Photon?
Not sure.
Okay, that's fine. Mr. Reality, did you get anything? Drop it in the chat if you're still with us. If you guys get anything, make sure you drop it in the chat. Yeah, see, there you go. That's what I got. We're gonna be punished. We're gonna be punished. No, we're not. Okay, why? Because we are not doing this with malintent. Okay. Now, if you have malintent and you say, "Oh, I only want to be, rich so I can rub it in the face of other people and look down upon my family members and blah de blah," no. Okay, guess what's not going to happen for you? That's not going to happen. But if you say, "Oh, well, you know what? I can help people and I can help myself and I can stay dedicated to my spiritual journey." That's very important. Okay. You cannot just abandon your spiritual journey because things are going well. I'm now going to be even more dedicated because I have the time, then things will manifest for you. Okay. So, yeah, that's what I got. It was like, we're going to be punished by the system. All right, let's keep going. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There's a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
We will be punished
We will be punished
for beating the system.
for beating the system.
We are scared.
We are scared.
We have been ruled by fear.
We have been ruled by fear.
This is something very new.
This is something very new.
How will we know that it will work?
How do we know that it will work?
We feel like we're drowning in an abyss.
We feel like we're drowning in an abyss.
We're not going to benefit anymore.
We're not going to benefit anymore.
We don't deserve this.
We don't deserve this.
How come we're able to override the system?
How come we're able to override the system?
Why isn't this knowledge given to everyone else?
Why isn't this knowledge given to everyone else?
I'm not allowed to know more.
I'm not allowed to know more.
I will be punished for knowing more.
I will be punished for knowing more.
Ignorance is bliss.
Ignorance is bliss.
What else?
I'm a boat in the ocean with no land in sight.
Isn't that the truth? I'm a boat in the ocean with no land in sight and no end in sight either. What else?
I'm not powerful.
I'm not powerful. The system is more powerful than me.
System is more powerful than me.
I am going against the universal consciousness.
I am going against the universal consciousness.
We are not allowed to do this.
We are not allowed to do this.
We will end up at war with the universal consciousness.
We will end up at war with the universal consciousness.
We are abusing the system.
We are abusing the system.
We will remove the competition.
We will remove the competition.
There will be unintended consequences.
There will be unintended consequences.
What else?
I am not.
Oh, Leslie. Go
I
ahead.
am not connected.
I am not connected. We are not worthy.
We are not worthy.
I will use my financial gain to abuse others.
I will use my financial gain to abuse others.
The lack serves me well.
The lack serves me well.
It keeps me humble and afraid.
It keeps me humble and afraid.
What else?
I am just a confused pawn.
I am just a confused pawn. It's okay. I wasn't given the knowledge right from the beginning.
It's okay. I wasn't given the knowledge right from the beginning.
I wouldn't have signed up.
I wouldn't have signed up.
What else?
Everything good will get taken away from me.
Oh, man. Story of my life. Everything good will get taken away from me. Yes. I have too many emotions.
I have too many emotions.
I wear my emotions on my sleeve.
I wear my emotions on my sleeve.
I don't want to change who I am.
I don't want to change who I am.
I may not like who I will become.
I may not like who I become.
Too many unknowns to trust this.
Too many unknowns to trust this.
What else?
I need to see the fine print.
I need to see the fine print. Lessons won't be learned.
Lessons won't be learned.
My life is not a dream come true.
My life is not a dream come true.
What
Desire,
else?
desiring abundance is very selfish.
Oh, perfect. Desiring abundance is very selfish. Why would the universe be concerned with my survival?
Why would the universe be concerned with my survival?
It doesn't owe me anything.
It doesn't owe me anything.
I owe it.
I owe it.
I am at an emotional deficit.
I am at an emotional deficit.
I lack positive emotions.
I lack positive emotions.
I lack goodwill.
I lack goodwill.
Anything else?
I hate feeling my feelings.
I hate feeling my feelings. I like to bury them.
I like to bury them.
Anything else?
There's a few things in here. Let's see here. I have to
Well,
defend.
let's close.
Okay, sure.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I have to defend myself vigorously.
I have to defend myself vigorously all the time. Let's close this round down and then we'll pick up the again. The part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
healing, information, permission,
Healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Okay, so I got, if I clean this up, I can no longer self-abuse. Okay? Self-abuse. And I need to self-abuse. I need to self-abuse. It's what I know. What did you get, Mr. Photon?
I'm not sure. I definitely have tightness in my throat. I can say that for sure.
Excellent. Mr. Reality got this. The messes continue behind me, and I have to turn back. Can't move forward. Perfect. What did Donna get?
I don't know. Hold on. Pain in her back.
A pain in your back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right in the left side.
Left side.
Yeah, I got left side as well. All right. It's fear. Okay. That's fear. I'm picking up on fear. Yeah, there's a lot of fear attached to this, right? What happens if we rise above the collective? We're not saying we're going to withdraw completely from the collective, okay? We're just saying that we're going to make a more fair deal, right? We can't just keep contributing endlessly all the time for hardly anything in return, especially when it comes to manifestation. And we're saying to the universe, well, you can reward us through our manifestations. We're going to now reprogram that energy, and the way you can, reprogram it, guys can play around with the wording by all means, but we're going to reprogram, and you can give it back to us by way of allowing our manifestations to come true. All right. Kombucha, you know me. That is my addiction. You should hear all the bottles I have knocking around here. All right, let's keep going. Again, if you get something, drop it in the chat. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There's a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal,
let go and heal,
If I clean this up,
If I clean this up,
I can no longer self-abuse.
I can no longer self-abuse.
I need to be able to self-abuse.
I need to be able to self-abuse.
It's how I feel sorry for myself,
It's how I feel sorry for myself,
and it is what I know.
and it is what I know.
The messes continue behind me.
The messes continue behind me.
I have to turn back.
I have to turn back.
I'm not allowed to move forward.
I'm not allowed to move forward.
I will not be, see, here we go again. I will not be competitive.
I will not be competitive.
I will waste my energy.
I will waste my energy.
The deficit keeps me motivated.
The deficit keeps me motivated.
I would abuse my wealth
I would abuse my wealth
and indulge in overabundance.
and indulge in overabundance.
I have no freedom.
I have no freedom.
I'm a caged animal in the zoo being watched.
I'm a caged animal in the zoo being watched.
I'm just here for entertainment.
I'm just here for entertainment.
The tech is being rearranged and causing confusion.
The tech is being rearranged, causing confusion.
I will exchange one set of problems
I will exchange one set of problems
for a new set of problems.
for a new set of problems.
And those will be rich people problems.
And those will be rich people problems.
I am in a constant tug of war.
I am in a constant tug of war.
I'm angry at source.
I'm angry at source.
I'm angry at the system.
I'm angry at the system.
I'm angry at my soul.
I'm angry at my soul.
Why would I render myself completely powerless?
Why would I render myself completely powerless?
My conscious mind is not that strong.
My conscious mind is not that strong.
I cannot forgive myself.
I cannot forgive myself.
I'm just paying the piper
I'm just paying the piper
for all of the karmic debt that I owe.
for all of the karmic debt that I owe.
My soul is not that concerned with what is going on
My soul is not concerned with what is going on
and the struggles that I feel emotionally.
and the struggles that I feel emotionally.
What else?
I can't afford to donate.
I can't afford to donate. I can't beat the system.
Can't beat the system.
The financial system is always working against me.
The financial system is always working against me.
If I were rich, I would manipulate my soul group.
If I were rich, I would manipulate my soul.
They'll eat from the palm of my hand.
They'll eat from the palm of my hand.
I'm addicted to the chaos.
I'm addicted to the chaos.
I'm selfish.
I'm selfish.
I'm confused.
I'm confused.
I'm unable to qualify the entire thought form.
I'm unable to qualify the entire thought form.
I am useless. No one wants my energy anyhow.
I'm useless. No one wants my energy anyhow.
I'm scared of my soul.
I'm scared of my soul.
I'm creating negative karma for the future.
I'm creating negative karma for the future.
We are insignificant.
We are insignificant.
I would punish everyone who has punished me.
I would punish anyone that has punished me.
I'm always struggling.
I'm always struggling.
I would become a master manipulator with financial gains.
I would become a master manipulator with financial gains.
I'm a slave to the universe.
I'm a slave to the universe.
I cannot compete with the universe.
I cannot compete with the universe.
I have no authority.
I have no authority.
Let's finish this one out. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Woo. My throat is really tight and the
Yeah.
energy is like buzzing. What did you get, Mr. Photon?
Yeah, same. My throat is really tight.
Okay, awesome. Mr. Reality, what did you get? Oh, you are designed to be drop-fed rewards. Yeah, we are. Donna,
Yeah.
what'd you get?
Feeling out of balance.
Feeling out of balance. Is that what she got?
Yeah.
Feeling out of balance. You know, we're drip fed. Yeah, dizzy. Yeah, I'm dizzy as well. Absolutely. Collarbone starting to hurt. Okay. So let's go into the tight throat and see what we get. Um, hmm. Sadness. It's like this sadness and grief and mourning. Why? Of leaving the collective behind. Okay, the soul actually believes that the collective is serving us well. But I'm saying with the conscious mind, it's not that we're leaving, again, this is going to take some work, right? You're going to have to tell your soul and convince your soul. That's what we do. We convince our soul that the conscious mind knows better because the soul does not listen to that. The soul says, oh, no, you don't know a thing, right? Which is why, for those of you, I never label the videos. Why do I not label the videos for CTT? Because I don't want somebody with their conscious mind picking and choosing through those videos saying, oh, this is the one I need. Oh, that's the one I need. No, no, your soul will direct you to the video that you need. Okay. You have to let go of the conscious mind when it comes to CTT. But in this case, what we're saying is our conscious minds have come across this information and we're trying to tell the soul, you know what? Yes, we are part of the collective. However, we are more powerful than we have been led to believe, right? Because we haven't been given any information. You better believe if they said, hey, Liz, you want to be part of this collective? And they told me what it entailed, what would we all do at that point, right? We're going to put in rules, regulations, boundaries. We're going to say, make a more favorable contract. Instead, and what we've got, and you guys know this that come to the CTT every week, where we're forced into these lifetimes, which we sign up for, but we have to schedule in all of this stuff that makes us end up swapping out our self-love for self-hatred or self-abuse or whatever, right? That's what this is designed. It's like you have to run at a deficit all the time to keep the energy moving. And so we have been, part of this collective and signed up to the self-hatred. And what we're doing with the CTT is we're trying to regain it, our self-love, right? We're swapping out the self-hatred. We're transmuting it into self-love. We're trying to expand the consciousness, expand our knowledge base, but you can't mourn the loss of a system that was working against you in the first place. Now, I'm not saying that the system has bad intentions. It's doing what it has to do in order to survive. And I would rather exist than not exist. We all know that, right? Every day is a new opportunity. If you wake up and you've opened your eyes and it's a new opportunity, okay? Even if you can't do anything else, poor Mr. Reality, but lay in bed and tap, okay? It's still an opportunity to transmute negative into white light, to grow your consciousness, to learn, to, grow your soul. It's still very optimal every day. And you have to know that. And so what we're doing as souls is we're trying to ascend and worry about our ascension so that we no longer have to be on the earth plane, enduring the struggle. Even though I like being here on the earth plane. I know some of you don't. I really do. I like it. Doesn't mean that I'm not struggling, but I like it. I'd rather be here than not be here. Because when I talk to the people on the other side, they can't do anything. They're just kind of floating around up there. Oh, what should we pick off the menu for our next lifetime? Right? We have so much opportunity down here. We really do. But with this mourning and this loss of not being part of the collective, we're not saying that. So again, easily and joyfully manifest the optimum ability to send information to my soul. I am not leaving the collective behind. What I am doing is I'm making the collective work more towards my favor, right? I'm getting a return on my investment in my energy instead of running at a deficit. I'm loaning, you loan out $1,000, you don't want 300 back, right? You want at least 800 back. It's just, it's crazy. It's crazy, the system. And it works, it works perfectly for the system, but it doesn't work perfectly for us here. Okay.
I think
So let's keep going.
Mr.
Mhm.
Reality might be trying to unmute him.
Oh, I just raised my hand for the end for a question.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Oh, okay, good. I want to take a question from Miss Reality and also Candace, because Candace has had a loss. So
Okay.
she texted me and said, please, can I have a question? All right. So let's keep going. I feel this will be the end part here. And I know this is a complicated session today. I'm sorry. It's Senior Manifestor. He keeps giving us really complicated stuff. But we love you. All right, let's keep going. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There's a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
We will miss the collective.
We will miss the collective.
We feel like we're operating solo.
We feel like we're operating solo.
We mourn the loss of the collective.
We mourn the loss of the collective.
Our soul believes
Our soul believes
that by taking control
that by taking control
and reprogramming 80%
and by reprogramming 80%
of our contributions to the consciousness,
of our contributions to the consciousness,
that we will be leaving this collective behind.
that we'll be leaving this collective behind.
This is very new to the soul.
This is very new to the soul.
It doesn't understand what we are doing.
It doesn't understand what we are doing.
It is full of fear.
It is full of fear.
It's scared to move forward.
It's scared to move forward.
It's sad.
It's sad.
What will we do without the universal consciousness?
What will we do without the universal consciousness?
We don't deserve to live alone.
We don't deserve to live alone.
See how the soul is not getting the idea? This is why this is a work in progress. It's not going to stop here today. We have heartache.
We have heartache.
And we feel as if we are in grief.
And we feel as if we are in grief.
It's almost as if the system does not want us.
It's almost as if the system does not want us.
We do not understand this concept.
We do not understand this concept.
We will be punished.
We will be punished.
This is not the insight that is available. Sorry, this is not the insight that is readily available to all souls.
This is not the insight that is readily available to all souls.
There you go. I felt that leave. Bang. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission.
Healing, information, permission.
And deep relief now.
And deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
All right. So you see what we got there. So I'm going to put this down as well. Easily and joyfully manifest the optimum ability. You guys can copy and paste this statement. The optimum ability to send information, because the soul, you see where it was struggling there. Send information to my soul that I can still participate, thank you, George, in the system, but get an 80% positive return through my manifestations starting now. Okay. All right. So that's another thing that if you want to add it to your 369, listen, at this moment, 369, we got about 10 different tapping things to do the 369, right? We'll be tapping all day. All right, so that there you can copy and paste, easily and joyfully manifest the optimum ability to send information to my soul that I can still participate in the system, but get an 80% positive return through my manifestation starting now. And what we want to do is get an 80% positive return, return. And we want to say something about the contributions here. George, what are we going to say? For my existing contributions. Okay, that I have input into the collective consciousness. Thank you, George. Those of you that don't know who George is the creator of CTT. Okay. All right. He passed a couple of years ago. All right. So let's go ahead and tap to close. And we're going to close with this statement here. Easily and joyfully manifest the optimum ability to send information to my soul that I can still participate in the system, but get an 80% positive return for my existing contributions that I have input into the collective consciousness through my manifestation starting now. Okay? That's how we're going to close. Everybody feels good. I felt it leave. I felt it pop and it left. All right, let's close. There's a part of all of us that knows how to.
There's a part of all of us that knows how to.
Easily and joyfully manifest.
Easily and joyfully manifest.
Optimum guidance.
Optimum guidance.
Positive emotional fulfillment.
Positive emotional fulfillment.
Gratitude.
Gratitude.
Self-love.
Self-love.
Self-forgiveness.
Self-forgiveness.
Forgiveness of others.
Forgiveness of others.
And the optimum ability.
And the optimum ability.
To easily and joyfully manifest.
To easily and joyfully manifest.
Oh, I screwed that up. Sorry. Let's try that again. And the optimum ability to send information
and the optimum ability to send information
to my soul
to my soul
that I can still participate
that I can still participate
in the system,
in the system,
but get an 80%
but get an 80%
positive return
positive return
for my existing contributions
for my existing contributions
that I have input into
that I have input into
the collective consciousness
the collective consciousness
through my manifestations
through my manifestations
starting now.
starting now.
I know that was long. I'm sorry. In all of those wonderful spaces we just opened up.
And all those wonderful spaces we just opened up.
I feel really good. That's why I'm laughing. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
The part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. I hope you guys enjoyed this one today. And just send a thank you out to our spiritual helpers and divine teams. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much, everyone. We appreciate you, and we will hold for questions. Don't forget, you can ask Mr. Photon questions about cryptos and health and all kinds of stuff too. So thanks so much, and we'll see you next week.
Okay, I just gotta figure out where the
Stop.